Diane, I remember your numbers in your pipeline. Do you remember how much income you have generated in the last week for 2022 and 2023?
Oh boy. Oh, I don't remember. I know I'd have to look at it, but I know it's over 80,000.
It absolutely is. And what day of the challenge are you on?
Day two.
Woo! Okay, so this is the second time in this particular group that we've seen this. Marg was the first, Diane is the second. During Diane's Taste of Victory and her first 2 days of the challenge, she generated $47,500 for income that will close before December and an additional $60,000 for 2023. This is possible. It is possible, and it is possible for you. We just need to flip that mindset switch and go out there and swing at the ball, okay? Now, here's the dilemma of a burnt out realtor. Not to say you're burnt out, Marg, but a lot of realtors get burnt out by lead generation because it is so strained, okay? So the question you have to ask yourself is, am I avoiding this social relationship because I am burnt out or because I genuinely do not care about this person? That's what you have to decipher for yourself. Because the reality is, when we had been working for so long to create artificial moments of relationship, we tend to have a period of time where we want to crawl in a cave and not do that anymore. Okay. And you got to be honest with yourself. And the only way through that is to be unforgiving with how you spend your time. Get back to what you like to do. Get back to your own hobbies and interests, and let those attract people into your world, so that you're actually not continuously putting yourself against the grain of what you want to do. When you are always being forced into things you don't want to do, the joy for your life and your business will diminish, and you won't want to be social. This is why we must do this while living our best life. And that is a scary journey all of itself. We've talked about that before too, rediscovering who you are. Okay, that's a tall order. All right. And you can't go over it. You can't go under it. You got to go through it if you want to get the results on the other side. And the results are loving your lead generation, consistently adding to your pipeline, completely changing your income stream, and building a massive pipeline that you love to work with those people. It's the only way through it. And that's why we're here together. Any ahas really quick before we go into role play? Marg, thank you, by the way. Thank you for always sharing. I appreciate it. True teacher right there.
So, Danielle, I was just going to share something. So, last year was my first full year in the business, and all summer long, last summer, I didn't go to the lake with my family. I didn't do a lot of things that I sacrificed for my business, and I lost time with my family. I'm not going to cry. I am a crier, but I'm not going to.
It's okay if you do.
And I just decided this summer that I was not going to do that. And I've had one of the best summers, and I've still been able to run my business. But this program really helped me understand that that's okay. Like, that's what I need to be doing. And it's also giving me a plan to do that. And I was feeling antisocial. My husband's like, why don't you want to go out and do things? I'm like, I'm exhausted because, I'm trying to lead generate 2 or 3 hours a day, and it's exhausting. So I just wanted to share that it's really helped change my mindset, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm just enjoying my life more. So thank you, Danielle.
No, thank you for being brave enough to see a solution and jump into that solution and do the work to change your own life. I mean, that is what we are doing here. If you're actually doing what the program says to do, this is a monumental, massive shift in your lives, period. So my question to you, Diane, is, do you now see the opportunity for lead generation in the things you love to do, like going out on a boat?
Yes, absolutely. And I didn't see that before. And I knew how I was going about things before was not sustainable.
Mhm.
I knew
Yeah.
I was going to crack.
Mhm. You won't believe how many times I hear the words, and forgive me if this hits too hard with any of you, but I hear it more than once. I hear it constantly. Realtors on the phone with me tell me I can't breathe. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've heard those words. We are here to never live that way again. That is the power of this program. Diane, if you can generate a deal a day or even 3 deals a week for your pipeline, without artificially lead generating while living your best life, what would that do for your life?
It would just improve my, relationships. I can't jeopardize my relationships with my family, my daughter, my son, my husband. That's non-negotiable. And I feel like I was not doing that. So many things, but I'm just going to have a clearer mind, more focus. I'm going to be happier. I'm going to want to get out there and do more things. I'm going to be able to do more things. It's a lot. It's wonderful.
Has anyone ever had the feeling when the phone rings and it's a lead and you pick it up and you find out it's a lead? Has anyone else had that feeling where you're like, oh, I don't wanna?
Yeah,
How crazy, right? We spend so much time looking for these things and then we get so burnt out that when the phone rings and they're right there, we don't even want to talk to them. We're doing something wrong here, right? And we're going to change it right now. We're going to do it the right way. Shanda and then Bo, and then we're going to do some role play.